A pagan festival in ancient Rome gave rise to Christmas as we know it today. Saturnalia, pagan festivals celebrated by the Romans, influenced the creation of Christmas. Christmas, a Christian holiday that commemorates the birth of Jesus Christ, is celebrated on December 25th according to the Gregorian calendar. But despite its religious origin, this holiday is commonly celebrated even by atheists as a date dedicated to meeting with those closest to them. The Gospels of Matthew and Luke consider that Jesus of Nazareth was born in a manger in Bethlehem, a village in the Near East, and that his arrival was announced by an angel. However, these do not specify the exact day of birth, but this is a question that we will resolve later. This is the story of the most famous tradition of the year. Welcome to the Diary of History. Subscribe. December 25th was already a date of celebration for the Romans. On this occasion they celebrated Sol Invictus, a cult of the solar divinity associated with the birth of Apollo, god of the sun. This cult developed in the Roman mythological period and lasted until the conversion of Christianity into the official religion of the empire. However, this was not the only solar deity that the Romans had worshipped. Emperor Constantine himself gave much value to the figure of Sol Invictus, and even used his image on the coins of the empire and decreed that Sundays would be a day of rest dedicated to honoring him. However, the advent of Christianity labeled the cult of the sun god as a pagan celebration. Various ancient Roman festivals were associated with the winter solstice, including the Brumalis and also the Saturnalia. For several centuries, before the birth of Christianity, Roman society was polytheistic and believed in a series of divinities protecting the various areas of their lives. For agriculture and harvesting, the god Saturn was worshipped, and pagan festivals were celebrated in his honor, the Saturnalia. They originally ran between December 17th and 23rd, coinciding with the winter solstice, the darkest period of the year, when the sun rises later and sets earlier. Agricultural work ended at this time and peasants and slaves could afford to postpone their daily work. During these festivals, which lasted for 7 days, Romans visited family and friends, exchanged gifts, and held large public banquets. Slaves enjoyed great permissiveness. They could wear the clothes of their lords and be cared for by them without receiving any punishment. There were several festivities that took place at the end of December in Roman territory, coexisting during the beginnings of Christianity, celebrations of the ancient Roman religion, Jewish, Persian Mazdaism and also Nordic, mostly linked to the winter solstice of the northern hemisphere. Emperor Constantine, who was the first to legalize Christianity in the Roman Empire, probably with the intention of superimposing Christian practices on older ones, established December 25th for the commemoration of the birth of Jesus. The term Christmas comes from the Latin nativitas, which means birth. The aim of this overlap was to convert the pagan Romans to the Christian religion by establishing a tradition that could easily be assimilated by them, as it would inevitably be related to some of their main festivals celebrated on those same dates: the Saturnalia and Sol Invictus. Emperor Constantine, in charge of officially setting the date for the commemoration of the birth of Jesus in the Roman Empire, acted with the support of the pontiff of the time, Pope Julius I. Thus, the solemnity of Christmas was set for December 25th, a date arbitrarily chosen by the Catholic Church despite the belief that Jesus Christ was born during the spring. This belief stems from interpretations of the Gospels, which describe that Jesus was born at a time when shepherds had flocks in the open air, something impossible in winter and in a region like Palestine. Thus, it is concluded that the Christian tradition of Christmas has its origin in certain pagan festivals, which influenced its creation and with which it has some similarities. Tell me, did you know this story from ancient Rome? Let me know in the comments. If you want to know more facts about ancient Rome, don't miss this video here. It's worth watching. And if you don't want to miss out on any more stories like this, subscribe.